Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a mukbang Q&A, and I asked a couple of questions on Instagram, which if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me at JommyMomLife. I asked people on Instagram to ask us questions because we're going to film a mukbang. So I got tons and tons of questions. But first of all, let Mr. Bang say hi to you guys. Let me not just start chatting away.
Hi everyone.
So we're going to be answering all the questions and we're going to be eating. We have small chops. I don't know how many we'll be able to answer, but let's just start from the first one. By the way, how does my hair look? I mean, this low cut was made for me. Oh yeah, let's start. How do you spice up your marriage after years together? Some questions were thrown at both of us, some questions were thrown at each of us, so I think we should take it out of this. There's even no way to bend it and even show you guys, but that's what it looks like. Then let's smile so I can grab this as our thumbnail. So our first question, how do you spice up your marriage after years together?
That's a big question. You answer that part and come answer first.
How do you answer this question now? I don't like using this word intentionality or being intentional because I feel like it's overflowed. I keep on saying it whenever we do videos like this. But
Can't stop saying the truth.
how do we spice up our marriage? I think it's just communicating with each other, knowing what the other person wants, and making intentional decisions to do that. Because I feel like as adults, as you go along in marriage, your needs kind of sometimes can change, and then you figure out so many other things about you. So communicating that to your partner, and then your partner, making sure that they try to do as much as they can. I give food the other time I bring. I don't know if that answers the question. Spicing up our marriage. Also, maybe trying different things, like not being close-minded to a lot of things. I mean, I'm not close-minded. I don't know about Mr. Bank. I think he tries sometimes. But being open-minded to new things, new experiences, experimenting with other things, new things, that kind of thing. I think that helps.
Yeah. Try new things.
Is Mr. Bank threatened by your growth on YouTube and finances?
No, I'm not. I've never been and will never be.
Amen.
Initially, actually, when it started, I was being overly protective, because social media, there's a lot of vices from here and there. You get to, hear different opinions and all that. But later on, I intentionally didn't bother about it. I just felt that with time, she's very, she knows how to handle her thing, so she's matured. So I know that with time she'll be able to, walk around it, which she successfully did.
Did you ever want a boy? Yeah, that's for two of us.
Yes, of course. But you can't get everything in life. At the end of the day, when God gave me girls, I think he did a better job. I'm not bothered.
I've never really, like me being an adult, I've never really said, oh, I want a boy. But just when I was small, like what I mentioned before, where I said I wanted to have 2 girls and 2 boys, just because they look cute. My mom has a sister that has 2 girls and 2 boys. But me as an adult, I've never really been specific to say, oh, I want a boy. So, do you plan on relocating as this is Jackpot season?
My wife wants to Japan. I want to, but I'm not so desperate about it.
I think I'm desperate. I'm borderline desperate, but I've not gotten to the point of desperation. But he's not that bothered. He's like, well, anyhow, like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. How did he know you were the one? Like 5 people asked this question, so you can answer.
First, are we going to eat this?
I don't even know what this is.
Rope.
What do you mean this regular rope? It looks like my How is it? Should I eat it from the bottom? You're eating from where they tied the crunchy part. Money bag.
Money bag.
How did he know you were the one?
How did I know she was the one? From the very first day I set my eyes on her. Somehow I knew.
Are you sure? You knew that you not talk for like how many years?
You were in school now.
So you couldn't talk to me in school?
We were chatting occasionally. I had my own,
maybe like 2 years or so.
I had my own escapades at that time.
Maybe after like 2 years or so, we started chatting. When I went to school in Igbo land, Igbo land don't take time before you know you don't find husband. You don't marry, move.
I don't think like the first time we just met, the more we're communicating, I just felt this joy every time I talked to her. I felt relaxed. I just felt at peace. I needed to, get my perspectives right and all that. I knew she was the one. After a certain time, after we established that contact and we started talking, and every time I felt that inner peace, I was going to church a lot then, and I was praying about my future. So there was just peace. That's how I knew there was just peace.
What is the age difference between you guys? What is it? 9 years. It's 9 years age difference. Who apologizes first after an argument?
Both of us.
Yeah. How often do your girls cry? We have one town crier. Only one town crier.
Only one.
Ella. The other one don't cry. I'm guess she's a big girl. She cries, but not like
Unless you offend her.
Seldomly, yeah, it doesn't really happen. But Ella, just blow Ella breeze. She'll start crying. So yeah, Ella cries a lot. Does having children affect your sexual life?
Let me be very honest with you. Yes.
Yeah. It does, in the sense that you don't have as much time. You're a lot more fatigued, like you would have been if you didn't have children. Your mind is moving quickly. You're thinking of responsibilities, how to make sure they live a comfortable life.
My wife is busy a lot of time on the computer, so I have to give her that time to finish what she's doing. The serious something.
All of us are busy. All of us are busy, but sometimes I just feel like we have different times. When someone is free, the other person is probably busy. When someone is free, the other person is tired. So sometimes it just really takes sacrifice, making out time, intentionally making out time, those kind of things. You consider yourselves a modern couple or old school? I think we're a modern couple, in my opinion.
One between.
Right?
One between.
Has communication never been a problem in your marriage?
Initially, yes. We're getting to know ourselves. Let me be honest with you. Marriage is not a one-day job. It's not a one-day job. It takes a lot of intentional work. So the more you're throwing in, you have to help the other person, because you're coming from two different backgrounds entirely. Upbringing, experiences and all. So you're both channeling it into one small cubicle. You have to learn how to understand. You have to be able to be open enough for your partner to understand you, and you have to give the other person the opportunity to be understood as well.
Has either of you ever been jealous?
I'm a human being now. I won't be. If I don't love my wife, I'm jealous now.
That's my husband. It never be me, or my husband.
You started there.
Yeah, my husband, yes. How about now?
We've grown past that level.
Okay. Do you ever want to check Mr. Abba's messages?
She does.
Not very often anyway, but I do. Once in a while, the day just click in my brain. I actually do. So.
Like winch.
I love you guys so much. How did the both of you meet? We've said this story countless times. We met at the bus stop. Inside bus, then we entered the same bus together. We exchanged numbers. Yes, downful. We exchanged numbers, and that was how it. What's your?
We've gone a long way.
We have. I hope you. We are admitting that we've gone a long way. The last video said 10 years. It's just 10 years. Since we met, it's been 13 years. We met in 2007. So it's been almost 14 years. What's your thought on toilet hygiene, and is this a deal breaker? It's not a deal breaker, Sha. because if the person is willing to learn, then fine. But if it's a coconut-headed person that feels that you will argue on top toilet hygiene, so that's where there's a problem. So it's not a deal breaker for me. But if you guys know me, I'm very finicky about things. I like things neat and tidy. So sometimes it can be a bit of a problem. Like we'll have like small arguments about things like that.
We do very well.
Yeah. You have to exaggerate it. Do you believe in corporal punishment?
But I believe that there's a way you beat a child that the child understands that you're trying to correct. You're trying to correct them. After doing that, you call the child again. You talk to the child. That's how I believe it should be done. You don't just, you're not in a military settlement now.
And for me, it doesn't come every time. Apart from like smacking, sometimes when things get very serious, I try to look at things from that child's perspective to understand how were they thinking. But I'm not going to lie and say I don't smack. I smack and I punish. So if you call it, do you believe in it? I don't ever say I believe in it, but I believe
Smacking
it.
is allowed.
How do you both handle finances in your marriage?
We handle it with serious wisdom. Because when money not due, now go the quarrel. There's a part of the responsibilities I take care of. And then there's the one she takes care of. The bigger ones I take care of. The house and the rest she takes care of it.
But I think when it also comes to finances, we both don't have steady jobs that will say, okay, this is the amount of money that we earn on a regular. So we can't really say we're portioning this amount of money into this. So sometimes one person is popping, the other person is not. Two people are popping, nobody's popping. It happens like that. So at times like that, if one person of course is a lot more buoyant than the other person, then when there are needs in the house, that person does it. Sweet mind, because now all of us get the house.
Especially when you have to do with a lot of contracting, and I sell cars and I'm into security, so good times, up, down, but never down. No, not down. Good times, up, slow,
up, slow,
not down. Never, it has never down. No.
Amen. So if you guys want to buy cars or you need security personnel for your events, whether bouncers, security men,
executive protection, corporate protection,
on that close. Who gets angry easily?
before you.
But no, I don't get angry that easily, but
But what happened? I'm not the angry bird.
it's crazy that you're here mentally.
No, this is just change of recent.
Yeah. I think I went to a point where I really want my peace. Like, I don't get power for quarrel. Especially for petty things, because in marriage, I feel like in our marriage anyway, the most things we quarrel about are very petty things, which I'm grateful for, because marriages are having it worse. So marriages deal with a lot of other things, but we quarrel about the pettiest of things. So I'm like, why would we be quarreling in the kind face for each other over this thing? I know that usually when you guys are arguing, in the heat of the moment, everybody's like hating the other person. But after the argument, just calm down, just understand that this person was just trying to defend themselves, trying to defend what they believe in, and they don't really hate you. And you guys are still married either way. So most of them just let things go and then we just move on. Right now, he gets angry very easily. I haven't called him a short man because of that. He's not short though, but I tell him that he behaves like a short man. What's the one thing you love seeing your wife do, but you never told her about it?
When I see her, taking care of the kids, the house, she's very supportive.
In what sense?
In every sense. Very supportive, and she takes her makeup and all those things very serious. So
No, is that the one thing you love seeing me do? They've never told me about.
yeah, but it takes too much time.
So you like the fact that I take my makeup and the way I look seriously?
Really just care of yourself.
Okay, that's good. You never told me this. Now I did convert already the enter camera. My people. Nigerian men don't like to admit anything. Money bag. Funniest memory together that you can never forget.
You start first.
I don't think I remember anyone now. No one is coming to mind. Is the relocation to a different country still in the process? After something like that, I want to relocate. It's not so keen about relocating. So,
But if it comes,
or like this,
we move.
are you open to having more kids?
No. I'm done.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, I'm done.
That's good to hear because I've been done since. How did you with extended family interference in your marriage? We don't get that, do we? We don't get that.
But for people that do, what?
For people that do, it has to be an agreement between the husband and the wife. I feel like they have to come together as a team and express their discomfort about people barging into their affairs or interfering into their marriage. It's, for example, a woman is having a problem with her mother-in-law. I feel like the best person to set things straight is her husband. Her husband just needs to, and I think there's a way a man will respect you, and his mother would say that he respects you so much that when he makes certain things known to her, he sticks to it and she abides by it. So I feel like most times it has to do with the other spouse. Don't leave your spouse to be the one to sort the issues out. When it's there are people from your own side, be the one to step in for them and say, I don't want you to disrespect my wife, she's not comfortable with this and I don't want you to do this. So do the girls understand their native language?
The eldest one, Grace, when she was little, she was with my mom. You know, she goes to my mom's place every weekend. Then before they relocated, she was already picking up little. But since they relocated, she's lost it and she's growing.
Because daddy doesn't speak as often as she
don't speak as often.
So I told Monica to once in a while speak to them. Monica speaks to them once in a while, like, because with my husband, Monica is from my husband's village. So Monica speaks to them, but it's just little things like come, stand up, go.
That's the basics.
Yeah. When will you start paying the children's salary for making you guys paying? How many years have you guys stayed together? I met him in 2007, so it's been 14 years, but I would say we started dating maybe in 2009. What's your ideal way to spend a vacation?
Traveling, just get lost somewhere.
Oh gosh, that sounds so sexy. Do you like city life, island life, that kind of thing? Does it help with the kids? First of all, let me correct that word, help. I don't like to see women saying men are helping kids. Who is he helping? Me or himself? Or us or the children? Let's stop it. Is he involved in taking care of the kids? Like, is he hands-on? That's a better way to ask the question. So if it comes to that, yes, he is. When I ask, he is. He didn't used to be. So that's why I'm telling you guys that marriage is a journey. It wasn't always like this. That's just facts.
Like I said, we all had our different departments. I was the market guy.
You're the market guy?
Yes, no. Like, it's easy.
That's not what we're saying. I'm not saying when it comes to the children.
Okay, to the children.
Being involved
with the children.
With the children, it wasn't always like this. So it hasn't always been like that. But now, I mean, he's doing a good job. Yeah, he goes to market to. I'm that woman that will go and say, oh, I don't know the price of, which I know the price of everything, Sha. But why? I know the price of almost everything because I still go, but he goes more often than I do. So he knows like spots where to buy certain things. I also go to market. Normally I know they go market, but in that aspect, he did try. Let us put crown on his head because he do try. Was there ever a time you both had a discord and almost split, and how did you come back from such? Times like that. Right?
Yes. It was bad, to be sincere. There's never any smooth journey, you know. But we're able to overcome those things. That's why I keep saying that we've grown. We grow. So you have to be patient.
What tips do you have for someone considering making a move back to Nigeria from abroad?
If you want to come to Nigeria, just have enough money.
Just come and enjoy.
Just come and enjoy. Stay in the most secured places. You send your kids to one of the best schools. You know, you will enjoy Nigeria if you have a lot of cash. You really.
At least from our own point of view, I mean, I know there are a lot of people that have moved from.
Yes,
they are brought down here.
Yes, when they are thriving. When they are thriving, yes.
From our point of view.
Where you're coming from, you have good roads, you have light, you have darkness is darkness. You have to pay for your light, you pay to get good water, you pay for practically everything if you want to live comfortably in Nigeria. Nigeria especially.
Nigeria is hard.
Nigeria is hard. Lack of amenities, the basic things that should be provided, you have to pay for it here. That's the difference. you pay for it. If you want security, you have to live in an environment that is secured. If you want good roads, you live in an environment that is, well tarred and all that. If you want good education for your kids, you have to live in an environment where you have good schools. That's just how it is. You pay for whatever the quality that you want is what you pay for in Nigeria.
How is that after being in each other's face for years? Each other's faces for years.
So you have to learn new things. You're not the best. Another is your partner. But you have to teach yourselves how to enjoy yourselves. You have to be dynamic.
Yeah, be open-minded, be dynamic.
Let's talk about it, how you feel.
Without being judgmental, because I know that some people are in marriages where it feels like when they say something, their partner just automatically judges them. I was reading something to him yesterday. I was on Diary of a Nigerian Girl's Insta story where someone was saying she was trying to get her partner to try different sex styles, and then the partner was asking her whether she's cheating on him. I'm like, in first instance, if you have a partner like that, why would you even want to say, oh, let's try this? Even if that's what pleases you, you won't be able to tell your partner because you feel that they will start thinking otherwise. How do you guys cope in non-rosy days?
We've been through very non-rosy days.
I stay on my own. I'm like that person that stay on your own, it will not cause extra problem. I might not even be thinking about it, I just want to be on my own. But then it now backfires and then makes him angrier. Right now, how we say we cope in non-rosy days?
We just move.
We're just trying to find a way.
Not something that bothers us. It's not the problem anymore. It was earlier on.
Yeah.
It was earlier on where
I think now we really communicate a lot.
Communication helps, breed progress. We just talk. We try to be best of friends now in all things, no matter how it is. So things just work naturally.
Was Mr. A supporting you financially when you were both dating?
Yes, I was. I tried my best.
I think he started supporting me financially when we got engaged. I think that's when he started supporting me financially. How is bonding time with your hobby, and what does he think about your channel?
I think the channel is fantastic. She's made new friends.
He's always monitoring my progress. The other time I was surprised when he said, yeah, you had 31,400 and now it's just 31,700. Like, it's not moving too fast. You need to do something. How is bonding time with hobby? We bond well. We bond over movies a lot. We watch movies a lot. I'm happy that he likes movies where I like movies. Even though now, because I'm always tired, I feel very sleepy. So most times I don't stay through a whole movie. But I'm always eager to watch, excited to watch with him. So I think we bond pretty well, right?
Yes, we do.
What do you have to do?
I was reading something now.
Does Mr. A put you on a monthly allowance despite your earning on YouTube? He doesn't, and I don't really see the need for it, because if I'm earning, why does he need to give me money? Because at the end of the day, my money is still entering the house. Because we have a good idea of what his finances are, so I know when to say I need this. This is what I want. That we get it. The laptop I used to edit, he bought it for me, and it was quite pricey. So I know when he's capable of doing something, and he can willingly give me. So I don't think there's any need for the monthly allowance. Who cooks better? I cook better. There's no need to go on about that. Does he prefer your hair now or before? I mean, just look at that soup.
I think I like it.
Really? Is it because it's just new?
Maybe
because it's still new. Who earns more? I'm sure you answer. Okay, who earns more? I think it still boils down to the fact that we're both business people. We're doing our own thing. So somebody's own board. Mr. Bag has been the one buying the cars since we got married. So I mean, he's doing pretty good. By the grace of God, and it will get better in Jesus' name. What about me do you wish you can change? Do you wish you can change about me? What do I wish I can change about you? I wish he was more romantic. Yeah. That's what I wish I could change.
But I am.
I'm not as romantic as I want you to be.
But I am.
I told you this morning there has to be a hype man. I was looking so good this morning.
Hey, when I wake up in the morning, hey, the angel is flying again.
Ego Yibo, tomato juice, hey,
romantic.
Baby, hey, just look at your curves, baby. It's set to go, hey, baby, Coca-Cola bottle, hey, But really, I just wish you were a lot more romantic. What do you wish you could change about me?
No, you just didn't say what you said now.
Hey, God.
Abby.
Hey, you know what open marriage is, and would you consider it? Please, so it's not my style. That's why we say we're a mix of modern and old school. It's not my style. I'm either married or I'm not married. If I want to do open, let me just come and pack my load out of the marriage and we can go and be doing the open somewhere else. Did you have your piercing before marriage? And if you did, how did your mother-in-law react to it? I got my piercing like I think 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago.
She was even around.
My mother-in-law said, I don't know whether she see the thing, I she not see the thing. I was telling him the other day, I was like, I don't even know whether mom saw it, I she not see it, because life has just continued from there. So she has never mentioned it before. Never mentioned it before. I would like to ask her if she ever saw it, because how do you feel when are you having a baby boy activist? No, I just ignore them because you don't even know my pocket. If I come and ask you tomorrow now for money for school fees, will you bring that money? You will not bring the money. So what's the best part of being married?
That you're not alone.
Yeah, you have somebody
that
anytime
is with you. You can talk to.
Yeah.
You know, that you can call.
You can share.
Soulmate.
Yeah, you can share
heart.
problems with. It makes life easier. Yeah. What's the best way to make up after a fight? Just make up. Everybody should just open themselves up and just apologize. Just let things just go.
Just slide.
Especially it depends on the kind of fight.
Be forgiving as much as possible.
Yeah, but it depends on the kind of fight too, because there are some things that some people cannot take. If it's like regular petty quarrels that we have in marriage that you know you can let go, the person didn't mean it, maybe it was in the heat of the moment, like just let things go. Life is just too short. Who always initiates sex?
Me.
The way you even shouted it. If you have to move abroad, what country and why?
Canada,
yeah. I'd like to live in Europe, that I would like to, but I don't think it's very accommodating for family cost-wise and all of that. Do you think raising 3 girls under the age of 10 is hard, especially in Lagos? Yes, I think so. We know Mr. A's favorite dish is amala. What's his second favorite?
My favorite dish is not amala. Amala is my second. Afang is my first favorite.
Afang and what?
Afang and pounded yam.
Is that your first?
Yes.
Not best. So he has corrected you people. Make una. Hey, you people were mistaken. No, don't be angry, sir. Would you have gotten married if your family was not in support? I feel like way back then I was very I was willing to. We wanted to get married.
We didn't care about what anybody's opinion was.
But I don't know if we would have done it, because then how do you get married without your family being in support?
Well,
right?
We did.
Did we? They were still in support. They ended up falling in support. Yes. But then I feel like if they were still not supportive, how would you have been able to pull through that? You just be like on your own thing. Like you just have to.
We'll separate from them, go somewhere, get married. Before they know, we have 1, 2 children and come back. We've gotten married though. Sorry.
How does it go with your beauty?
I smile.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for asking the questions. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.